Hello, hello. Looks like people are starting to pop on. Hiya, Shauna. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see everyone start to pop on here. Hello, hello. I'm Moody. Hello, Beth. Oh my goodness, your grandma and your best friend. So it looks like some of you have been on my lives before. Hello, Sabrina. So glad to see everyone popping on here. So if Maltapu, is that someone you want? Someone named Deception? Jesus saves. He does. You know, Jesus saves everyone. He saves the saint and the sinner, the lover of Jesus and the judger, all alike. I want to welcome everyone to popping on here. These are free readings for tonight. Hello, Haley. How are you? Hello, Lauren. I'm glad to see you too. So Malty Poo, honey babe. You know, for those of you who have seen me, followed me, or watched me, you know my feelings on that. That Jesus came to earth to love. And, you know, I have to remind the people that are judging and walking in judgment that Jesus wasn't a Christian. Jesus was a lover of people. And so I always have to remind people that, you know, when I go to bring people over from and talk, I have brought through rapists and murderers and everyone, and I do admit that if I was at Heaven's Gate with that book, can y'all imagine if I was at Heaven's Gate? I've been like, Jesus, you made a mistake. This person, he's not supposed to be in here. So that's the reason Jesus doesn't give us any of those books. All right, so for those of you who want someone, you put the name of the person you want in the comments, and then I give evidential information. You have to say yay or nay. Please do not feel the need to take a spirit if it's not yours. If I'm trying to bring someone through for you and it's not your person, just say, nope, not mine, and we find who they belong to. All right, so let's get this rolling, people. Let's go, let's go. Do you have some for me? Or you want me to just start? You want to start with Spirit-led?
I had someone.
He has someone. I thought he might want to start with Spirit-led, but he has someone.
Give me 1 second.
Did you block that person, or did she give up and move on?
Darcy's dad.
Darcy's dad, Miss Darcy.
It says Papa Cow.
All right, Miss Darcy.
That's what it says. So.
My moderator is telling me that it's Papa Cow, so I'm not sure if that was a typo or what it is, but that's what we're going to start trying to bring through for Miss Darcy if you're still in the house. We're going to try to start bringing through Papa Cow, and let me tell you.
Hey, the grandkids call him Papa Cow. Got it. Now I understand.
I thought my moderator was pulling my leg. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the gentleman stepping up, so remember, just say yay or nay, and we'll see if, I'm sorry, I'm still laughing. This gentleman is laughing also. You know, I don't usually take coffee as being a sign, any kind of sign, but only if it was something that you remember specifically about them, because so many people drink coffee. But he is showing that you could smell coffee all the time in his house. He's also showing me that he would walk around with, like, he had a white t-shirt on always in his house, because before he would leave, he would put his regular shirt on. He's also showing me that he had house shoes that he wore around the house. Thank y'all for that. He is also showing me that his house was kind of dated. And I'm not saying dated in a bad way. I'm just, it was clean. He just didn't have it up. It had like older colors in it and stuff, but he loved it that way. So now, Miss Darcy, does this sound like your, okay. And I'm assuming the rest of it fits.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Very good. Did you like that other person or did she go away?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I always feel so bad for people who pop on here and just all full of hate. You have to wonder what kind of life they lead.
We made coffee with my sister and I would grow up. We made coffee.
Aw, I love that memory you have of him. That's beautiful. I always have to, sometimes I don't know if, my moderator just keeps lists for subscription nights. He does not keep lists for general lives. There's too many people on here and too much comings and goings. But for the subscription lives, he does keep lists for that. But this isn't a subscription only live. This is a general live. He's talking about, Darcy, that he's so proud of you. Have been really exhausted, tired lately, but you have just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. There has been some things you wanted to get done related to the holidays, and you made sure you got those done. And you are just constantly pushing and pushing yourself to keep going. And he is saying to take care of yourself and to relax. You've had some stressors outside of your family, and that has caused you to be tired. Whenever you are, yeah, he is making me feel like when I tap into you, I am just mentally and physically exhausted. Much more so than just your normal tiredness. This is like a bone tired. And he is very much saying, he's showing me a list, like to prioritize this list and just take care of what has to be taken care of. The other stuff is always going to be there. And he's also showing me cutting this list in half, like half of the things that you feel like just has to be done, let them go, let them go. And for whatever reason, he's talking about, like, I was just thinking about when I'm going to squeeze in cleaning my house, and I was mentally making a schedule for tomorrow between my readings and stuff when I was going to clean my house. And he's telling me, that dirt will be there. So I'm feeling that is also a message for you. Like, you are so everything has to be done. The house has to be clean. Baking has to be done. He's like, no, let go some of that. Let go some of that. He's also is telling me that he is absolutely around you all the time. And you have been wondering, you haven't been able to feel him, and you've been wondering, where are you? Where are you? He is around you, and he wants you to know that he is there all the time. And he wants you to know that he is there supporting you, and he is sending you songs. Thank you, Cece. Thank you, Spiritual Awareness. He's communicates with you through songs, so pay attention to the songs coming on and the what you're listening to if it hiccups whenever you're listening to music on there, and just know that's going to be him. All right, thank you, Miss Darcy, for letting me read your Papa Cow. I had to laugh whenever my moderator mentioned that. That was funny. Okay. You want me to? Okay. All right, so I'm seeing a gentleman step up, and I'm hearing the name Cecil. Yep, Cecil, Cece. This gentleman he died, and he was in his 60s. I want to say he was in his 60s. He was showing me he was from kind of in the Midwest. I don't feel like he was, I'm kind of feeling more in the middle part of the United States, not from the South or the East Coast. He's making me want to be in like Chicago, Kansas, up in that area. He lived in a city. He's showing me a connected house.
My dad is Cecil, but not in the 60s or the Midwest.
Yeah, definitely feeling the Midwest. On the age, I could give or take some, but he's definitely showing me in the Midwest. And he's showing me he lived in like a connected house, like I'm not sure what those houses are called, row house or something like that. Not a freestanding house. And kind of lived in the city. All right, let me recap. And if this gentleman, yeah, you know, it wasn't necessarily a duplex because it had more than one house connected. So it was like maybe a townhouse. I could go with a townhouse, something like that. All right, so let me recap this guy. His name is, I'm hearing a C name, like Cecil, CC, something like that. He died, I wanted to say 60s, but I could even go early 70s. He was from the Midwest. I'm feeling kind of a Chicago vibe to him. He lived in a townhouse. And, oh, what'd you say?
My grandfather was in the 60s, Cecil from Indianapolis.
Oh, there you go.
That's realistic.
Yeah.
Jeanette, one of your followers, little girl, Jeanette Holbert.
Jeanette. Okay, very good. So she got the name, 60s, Indianapolis, which I could definitely get in that Midwest vibe. Very good. Thank you for whoever pulled her out. So her name is Jeanette, you said?
Oh, yes.
Miss Jeanette. Glad to have you in the house tonight. I'm glad you were here to grab this spirit. He did a good job with that name, let me tell you, because I was hearing it loud and clear. Jeanette, he is saying that he is... Jeanette, I don't know why this guy... Okay. This is one of the times I wish you were right in front of me because I've been like, what the heck is he talking about, Jeanette? Because he's talking about a Charlie Brown tree. So do you like Charlie Brown Christmas? Have you recently put up a Christmas tree and people were teasing you that looked like a Charlie Brown tree? But he's definitely talking about this Charlie Brown tree. And he is also saying to stop being a Scrooge.
Oh, she said yes. Neighbor is what she's coming up with screen name.
Okay.
Neighbor.
Okay, so very good. You are identifying this this Charlie Brown tree. I don't think you're being a Scrooge. I think that you have been either teasing about it or you're not being a Scrooge, but because he's saying it in a teasing manner, like you've been teasing. I haven't gotten anything done. I feel like such a Scrooge. I haven't gotten anything done. So that's more of the vibe in which he's talking. He is also saying that that you have done last year, Charlie Brown tree, fake tree. Sorry. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. The things these spirits come up with. Like, I was like, why am I hearing this Charlie Brown tree? And it fit you just perfectly. He is talking about how much he loves your sense of humor. This guy is saying that he, like, of course you take life seriously, but you always look for the best in things. You're always taking a higher vibration. You're always making jokes to lighten the vibe. And he is just saying how much he appreciates that in you. I see some people talking about, this is a general live. My moderator does not keep lists for general live. The lists are kept for the subscription only live, and that we're going to do that, I think. Did we say tomorrow night? So we're going to do the subscription only live tomorrow night. Probably about 6:30. Are you going to be home by then? Yeah, no, it's no problem because I know that we had talked about a list, so you're kind of wanting to know, but it's just too many comings and goings.
Madison says it is, but it's not. I can see everybody.
No, it's not. Huh. Yeah, because we can see everyone.
I've had a
know.
super hard life and it's the only way for me to get through. It's a joke.
Yeah, it is. I know. Been having some not great times myself, and sometimes all you can do is joke about it. And your grandfather is very much talking about how much he appreciates that in you, and he loves your laugh. You actually have a contagious laugh, he's saying. All right, thank you, Miss Jeanette, for grabbing this guy. He was very good with his, coming straight through with his name and everything. This guy was good. I appreciate him tonight.
I have Crystal, her friend, Jacob.
Oh, okay, Miss Crystal. The second my moderator said the name Jake and I went to write his name, I just got the heaviest heart. Would you have known this guy to struggle with depression, being sad, feeling like he didn't fit in on this earth? Miss Crystal, your friend Jacob. Sorry, Jacob. Miss Crystal. So for everyone listening or watching, tomorrow night is a subscription only live. I know a couple of people have asked about that, so tomorrow night is a subscription only. I'm not seeing Crystal come through.
I'm not seeing Crystal come
Maybe Crystal isn't here anymore. All right, looks like we're about to have a spirit up for grabs. Yep, not seeing Crystal. She must have bamboodled on out of here. All right, beautiful souls, here we go. We have a spirit up for grabs. Let's see if we can find who this gentleman belongs to. I'm steering here on a J name. Jeremy, Jake. This gentleman is responsible for his own passing. He struggled with depression a lot. He was in his 20s. What else you got for me, Mr. Dude? He was, this was, I don't know if you would know this about him, but I'm just in case someone can identify it. When he took his own life, it was not his first attempt. He had tried it another time. Okay, so I'm still hearing a J name, Jacob, Jason.
Sweet Sparrow, Jason, 27-year-old, my brother.
Jason, 27-year-old. Okay, very good. All right, Sweet Sparrow. Looks like we got it. You know, Sweet Sparrow, he was, he had really battled with his mindset for a long time. And he's showing me that y'all were very close. Like, you were one of his confidants. And how much he appreciated, he could just forget him. He could be himself with you. He could forget life around you and just enjoy himself. And he's also talking about, this guy loved animals. He actually loved animals more than he loved people, except for you. He really liked you. He's also saying that there is no guilt in his passing. That
very close, and has struggled ever since.
Mm-hmm. He really had. Thank you for confirming that. He's also saying, Sweet Sparrow, that there is no guilt in his passing. That he loved a dog. Yes, he very much. I think you're one of the only people he loved more than a dog, and that's even questionable. I know that's terrible to say, but this kid loved his animals. And, oh, okay, he says, he was showing me that's what he does over on the other side, is he helps greet the animals as they come over. People think that you get to go on the other side and rest on your laurels, but we still have jobs on the other side. I know, kind of sad, huh? We're like, no, I wanted to be resting on my laurels and doing nothing. He's also saying someone has recently I wouldn't say recently, someone has gotten a tattoo in his honor. And when spirits come through and talk about things that have happened since they passed, it's a sign that they are around. So many people come to me and say, does my mom know? Does my dad know? Yes, they are around you all the time and they know and see the things that are happening. He's also saying, Sweet Sparrow, that he loves to hear you sing. Like, I see you just bebopping in your car. Like, the radio in the car has gone on and you're like bebopping and singing along. He loves that. He loves to hear your joy. And he says, oh, you and your other brother and mom all got tattoos. All right. So it wasn't just one person getting a tattoo. Lots of y'all got tattoos. Very good. Your brother's doing a really good job. He is doing an excellent job with this information. I don't know why he is bringing this up, because it's not something I usually allow in my... for information coming through. Spirits know that, so I don't know why he's bringing it up. He's pushing it on me a lot. Someone in your family, someone in your inner circle has recently gotten a card reading, a tarot card reading. And I don't know, it must have been someone who was kind of sketch, because your brother is saying, that was crazy. That was crazy. So I don't know if you were out having fun, y'all just stopped someone out, offering readings, or what that was. But he keeps saying, that was crazy. Again, when spirits talk about things that have happened recently and around you, it is just a sign. Oh, you recently got one. It's a sign that they're around you and they see what's going on. All right. Thank you, Sweet Sparrow, for letting me read your brother. He's done a really good job with his information.
Brittany.
I thought it was my turn. Oh, no, you're right. Brittany.
Mom. Dixie. I haven't seen her name in a minute, though. Sweet Sparrow, so thank you very much.
You're welcome, Sweet Sparrow. You're quite welcome. You're welcome. All right. So we have Brittany. Brittany, are you in the house? Your mom, Dixie. Is Miss Brittany in the house with her mom, Dixie? I'm going to start describing the person stepping up. If it fits your mom, please say confirm or deny.
Yes,
all right.
I'm here.
Dixie, she just downloaded a book to me. When I say downloaded a book, it means I use my clear cognizance and just gave me a bunch of information. Dixie is talking about how she really did not have the best childhood growing up, and she struggled a lot. Subscription does not guarantee your reading. A subscription is like $5, and it does get you into a subscription only live, which is tomorrow night, but it still doesn't guarantee a reading. It just guarantees there's less people on a subscription only live than there are on a general live. If you want to guarantee a reading, you can. Oh, of course, Kisses. I like your name, Kisses. Only way to guarantee a reading is you can book on my website. I will not be messaging you. www.christygodwinpsychicmedium.com. There's 3 different options. There's a 15-minute reading, there's a 30-minute reading, and a 50-minute reading, just according to what your budget will allow. All right. Dixie is talking about she had a really tough life, and as she still kind of struggled as an adult, like had a lot of responsibility, was constantly busy. She's making my feet hurt. She was always on the go. Aw, thank you, Kisses. You had Kelsey. I was gonna say, I don't remember anyone named Kisses, but you wouldn't come through as Kisses, right? She said she had a reading a while back. I appreciate that. Yes, www.christygodwinpsychicmedium.com. When you book a reading, you get a Zoom link automatically, and then you get a reminder in the Zoom link again 3 days before and an hour before. All right, is Miss Brittany still on here?
She was on just a second ago.
Did she confirm or deny this information?
Through again.
Miss Brittany, is this your...
Yeah, she took care of everyone in the family.
Yeah, yeah, she... Okay, very good. Thank you. I like that you were in all caps. You know I have old eyes, don't you, Miss Brittany? I appreciate you putting in all caps, because then I could read it. I didn't have to squint. And you're like, yeah, that lady's old. She needs some help here. All right, Miss Brittany. Your mom is also talking about even as people got older and sick, she would still take care of them. She was like the go-to to the point where she did not take good care of herself. And she is very much talking about for you not to do the same thing. To make sure you are putting yourself as a priority. And she's not saying that in a self-centered kind of way. It's so many times as mom, as females, we just kind of put ourselves to the back burner. And she wants you to make sure you aren't doing that. She is showing me, do you help someone take care of their children? I feel like there's other children around you, Brittany, besides your own. Like you're helping other people. I was trying to get that. Something popped up on my screen I couldn't see. I don't see what she's saying. Okay.
I help my best friend.
Mm-hmm. You know, and your mom's not saying to not do that. What she is saying is to make sure you're watching it and you're putting boundaries in place and you're making sure. I don't feel like your friend is taking advantage of you, but I feel like that she's desperate for help and kind of, wearing you out. And your mom just wants to make sure that you're not giving your life away, not, giving all your energy away. She says it's because you have such a beautiful heart. Like you have a very kind and beautiful heart and you're always so giving. You're always wanting to help other people. And she gets that and she's very proud of you for doing that. But in the same regard, she wants you to make sure you are not wearing yourself out. She's also showing me you going back to school, you going on for either more education or a certification. And it is. I know. We want to help our friends. We want to be there for them, but also you want to live your own life. And your mom is very much talking about this other education, this certification, something for you to go on and to school for. And she's really wanting you to make sure that you are doing that and making the time to have that done. All right. Thank you, Miss Brittany, for letting me read your mom. She did a great job. Thank you, Jackie. I am feeling really good. I'm waiting for a blood test to come back, so I haven't started chemo yet. And before starting chemo, I was doing a lot of things to get my immune system up because, chemo can kick your ass. And so I actually feel better. I know I have cancer and I've never felt better. That's a crazy thing to say, but I started, got my gut health in check and just did a whole lot of immunotherapy things, and I'm feeling actually really good. I'm not working as much, which I kind of miss. All right. Next is me. Okay, I'm hearing Charles. I'm hearing the name Charles. And this gentleman was very, I wanted to say smooth, like he's not someone who would be outside doing his own yard work. This gentleman is very well groomed. He was educated. He was very meticulous in everything he did. He was meticulous in the way his house was kept. He was meticulous in the way he did his work and the way he kept his desk. He was very meticulous in things, to the point he was kind of annoying. Like everything had to just be, hello, hello Rick in Florida. Hello, hello. All right. So this is spirit-led. If this spirit belongs to anyone, please pop in and say, he is mine. Okay. I'm hearing the name Charles. He was a very well-groomed guy, really kept himself together. He was well-educated. Everything was meticulous. He had everything in place. I'm feeling he passed in his, it could be Chaz. It could definitely be Chaz. I could go with that, because Chaz isn't a name I'd probably get. Chaz. Yeah.
Everything else fixed.
Was Chaz short for Charles? All right, looks like we're with Danielle. Miss Danielle. All right. Thank you, Danielle, for grabbing this spirit. Chaz is saying that, you know, you are so carefree, and try to make sure you are carefree. And you do a really good job watching your energy, Miss Danielle. And when I say that, you catch yourself when you start getting in negative thought circles, when you start getting in the stress of a situation. You very much try to talk yourself out of it. You try to talk yourself out of it. Where this gentleman, when he started getting stressed or he started having negative thought circles, he just wanted to control his environment. And that was where that meticulous, everything had to like be in its place. He's talking about just how proud. Do you do yoga? Why is he showing me someone doing yoga? Do you do yoga, Danielle? Because he's very much showing me someone doing yoga. When spirits show weird, it's not weird to me, but you think random things like that, it's just a sign that they are around you and they're seeing the things that you're doing and they're seeing what's going on in your life. He is also talking about the person you're with, your partner. He's telling your partner. I don't know why he's using those words, partner. But that he really likes your partner. Your partner is very kind and a good match for you. And
She did. Danielle does yoga sometimes. Less lately. No partner.
Chaz was your partner.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why he's complimenting your partner. I love it when that crap happens. Oh my goodness. So, and it's very funny, he was using the word partner. He wasn't using it. I thought that was odd, his terminology. He's saying, he's calling you my queen. Did he call you my queen when he was on Earth? He's calling you my queen, like you were his queen. Everything he ever wanted. That's beautiful. That is very beautiful. Also, he's saying that you smell him sometimes. Whenever you can smell a spirit, it means you walk into a room and you smell something that reminds you of your past loved one. It is a sign that, I'm sorry, there's another spirit interrupting me. Huh. I know this kid. It's a little kid. Not a little kid. He's a grown man. He's telling me, but he's a kid to me. You know what that means. Okay, Miss Danielle. He is very much showing that he is around you and how much he loved you and that you were everything he wanted. And there's some guilt. I don't know if you had an argument right before he passed or a disagreement, but he's showing me you feel some guilt over his passing. Like words were said, but had maybe a disagreement. Like, no, honey, no, that is not what I remember about our relationship. He remembers you were his.
Clothes and uses candela.
Very good. Very good.
Candles. Sorry. Candles.
Candles. Very good. Again, showing that he is around you. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read your Chaz.
Perfect before his passing.
You know,
So yes,
yeah.
a lot of guilt.
Yes. No. You know, I was just talking to, one of my last readings today was a lady who had lost her husband, and we talked about that because in my line of business, every day I'm talking to people who have lost others unexpectedly. So I really try to be conscious of how I leave relationships and how I say bye to my husband in the morning, but you just don't know. And when spirits cross over, like your partner is taking responsibility for that. He was not the easiest person to get along with. He would have driven me crazy with this whole, like, my desk is a mess and he just wants me to start moving things around and straightening it. So, no, he loved you. You were his queen. All right. I don't know if we're on spirit led or not, but we're...
I struggle to tell her.
Accident. I'm absolutely feeling it was accidental. And you heard me a few minutes ago. Absolutely, someone stepped up. I was like, oh, he's taking responsibility for his own passing. So I'm not going to lie to you about something like that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I think that we are supposed to be doing one by my moderator, but there is a gentleman here that I have to bring up.
It better be Linda.
It's a gentleman. You know, I was struggling. I couldn't tell if he was in his 20s. Okay, we're going to go with 20s, give or take. But what got me is he's very new over there in the spirit world. And his, someone took his life. Okay, so we have a young man in spirit, has not been there very long, and someone took his life. I can't tell if it's a gun or a knife, but I just feel the impact. I feel this impact on me. There's a lot of people around. I can't tell if it's a party or family. Please don't tell me this kid was killed by family.
Cheers, this holy hell.
I know, right? Someone says, holy hell, I know.
Jared says he killed himself. Is Jared claiming the spirit?
This kid did not kill himself. He was killed.
Jared said in front of me and his wife. That must not be her.
No. This guy did not kill himself. Someone killed him. There was a lot of people there. Okay, let's recap. Come closer, dude. He says, well, if you insist. So he was a flirt. All right. This child, and he doesn't like me calling him a child. You know how it is if you're in your 20s or 30s. It means that you're a child to me. Okay. You know, I'm going to say he was in his late 20s. And he has not been in the spirit world long, and someone killed him. There was lots of people around. There was a lot of people around when it happened or right after. I just see a swarm of people going there. I'm feeling an impact like a gun. Someone was extremely jealous of this kid, even though he was in his 20s. Okay. Party, somebody? Party with Tari. Oh. Lots of people was at crime scene after he was killed. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Person, it's oh, so I just said yes.
Desert Plot. He was I think we're here with this party girl. He was a club promoter. That's exactly what I'm feeling.
It's Ari.
It's Ari?
Itzari.
I think we're with party with Ari.
Yeah, I don't know how it comes across yours, but that's what comes across mine.
Oh, okay. My moderator and I was going back and forth because it looks like it comes across different things. Yes, that's exactly what it feels like. Like I'm feeling very jealous of him, lots of people around, like people swarming it after he was killed. Okay, very good. All right, perfect. Glad we got it. You know, he came through with such force, and also he was a charmer. I told you that because he was very much flirting with me, and, you know, I'm old enough to be his mama, though he would have flirted with anybody. And he's talking about justice will be served. Justice will be served. So whether the person that actually did this is getting jail time or not, he is very much talking about karma is paying them back, like they're not having a good life. He is Okay, I don't know if you know his family, so I don't know why he's saying this, but he's wanting his mama to know how much he loved her. And his mama was like, walked on water in his eyes. This lady is, his mama is very much talking about, she feels like that she didn't do a good enough job with him. He was going down the wrong path, but he very much was loved that his mom, this child loved his mama. So I don't know if you know his mama, but just know, if you know her and she believes in mediumship, please let her know how much this boy is getting to her. And she was on drugs all his life, and my mama took care of him. Okay, very good, very good. It is your mama he's talking about then, your mom. Because it is your mom who feels like that she didn't do right by him, or didn't do enough for him. And he wants her to know that he absolutely, she did enough for him. He knew he was loved, and he just feels like she saved his life. He would never have been the person he was, and the reason people were so jealous of him is because of, he was starting to do something with himself. He was starting to become something. Tell your mom to be looking out for something going on with her Christmas tree. He's gonna make something weird happen with the tree. I'm seeing some ornaments move on it. So make sure your mama's looking out for that. And so when it happens, you need to click on, you have to go to my TikTok account, and you have to click on email and send me an email and let me know it happened. Because I love waking up to those emails. I love giving y'all these, like, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And then I wake up to the emails with a picture or someone telling me, yes, you said this was going to happen, and it did. I love those emails. Thank you, Miss Party Vitari. Thank you. All right. How about let's do some, yeah, I'm going to do some psychic. I've seen a couple of people ask questions and I haven't gotten around to it. So let's do some psychic. Yeah, I'm going to do some psychic. Start your questions firing away. Fire away, please. All right. How long after someone passes can you connect with their spirit? Immediately, but there is, according to the person, there should be a waiting time until you are ready, until the client is ready. I have read people within 20 minutes of them passing, but it was only because I had been friends with them for a long time.
Amanda, will my son James find his path?
Yes, he will. Oh.
Kayla, will my mom's disease progress quicker?
No. Sweet Buttercup, will my cancer come back? Sweet Buttercup, what I'm hearing is that you need to get control of your immuno health. And there is a website that I have just been like, oh my goodness, I've been going through my house and almost clearing it out. The website is Environmental Working Group, EWG, and it looks at products that is not covered, that the FDA does not have to cover, like I use crazy expensive face products thinking, oh, you know, they say they're all natural, and they're expensive, they must be good. No, they sucked. I went and bought something a lot cheaper that came back a lot healthier. EWG, Environmental Working Groups. I'm hearing that you really need to get control of your immune system.
Carrie, will I find a job soon?
Carrie, will you find a job soon? Yes, you will. I'm feeling good about that.
Tracy, is it a good time to ask for a raise?
Tracy, is it a good time to ask for a raise? I'm hearing that it is, but you have to come with your documentation. You can't just say, hey, I deserve a raise. Whoever you're asking for that raise from needs numbers. They need proof. I'm not sure what you do for a living and how you're going to prove that, but I'm hearing that you need proof. Look, my sales have gone up. This is my accurate, however your performance is tracked, you need to show that documentation. Bobby, should I pursue becoming a Reiki master or a Reiki healer? I'm sorry, I'm a Reiki master. Yes, ma'am, you should. I hear that you're extremely intuitive and definitely a healer. Absolutely.
Lorianne, how are you feeling? Hope you're feeling good.
Aw, thanks, Lorianne. I'm feeling really good. Been getting control of my, just really working on my health overall, and yeah, I'm feeling really good.
Hannah, will I get pregnant by the end of the year?
Hannah, I do not feel you being pregnant by the end of the year. Cotton Drake, yes, that is your dad sending you butterflies. Yes, also the app Yuka is one that you can scan the product. I haven't heard of that app, but there you go. Yuka is one. Also, the EWG has one that you can scan the product. So I have been very shocked. Like sometimes when I'm working, I don't want anything heavy, so I have this protein drink I drink, and it's called Evolve Protein, Plant Protein. I thought, it's plant protein. It's good. Look, like the ingredients were good. No, it sucked.
This is not psychic, but this is when you Carrie, Sherry, do we have to reincarnate over and over again?
Someone trying to get me into it tonight. Somebody wants to know if we have to reincarnate over and over again.
Sherry or Carrie?
Do you have to? No, you do not. Do most people want to? Yes. Why? Because Earth is like an advanced school. Like, you can advance so much by coming here, and so here we go. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for, if I ever say something that doesn't fit with your belief system, please let it go, because who knows until you get to the other side and you talk to God himself. Okay, here it goes. People talk about soul plans, and do I think we have soul plans? I think we have a guideline of what we're going to learn when we come here. I don't think it is scripted. You're going to do this, 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 and this. Because, my opinion only, the overall goal is to vibrate in love and get closer to God, right? So why would you waste a lifetime coming down here being an asshole? No. People are if you are coming down here and you're not walking in love, to me, you've gotten off your soul plan. I don't think that anyone would come here with the intention. I know a lot of people think like the evil person in your life incarnated with the plan of being evil to catapult you to be a different kind of person. No, I think we can learn our lessons in love. If someone is being an asshole, I think they're implementing their free will to do that. My personal opinion, and I know it's not a popular one. Most people think that if someone incarnates to be a Hitler or someone evil, that was their purpose. I don't think so. I think that we incarnate to walk in love, because how hard is it to continually walk in love when other people are using their free will to be a jerk? That is the hardest thing you can do. I can't tell you how many deep breaths a day I have to take. I think it's very sweet when people look at me and say, oh my goodness, you're so sweet, you're so loving. Lord have mercy, do you know how much effort that takes me? Whew.
Crystal, will my son get the full scholarship we applied for?
Crystal, I am feeling a very good scholarship coming your son's way. Very good. Congratulations.
Nina, will my daughter succeed in college? It's her first term and she's struggling.
Miss Nina, I'm not feeling real good about your daughter's.
Christy, did I get the job?
Somebody wants to know, Christy wants to know if they got the job. Yes, I'm feeling you did get the job. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that someone struggling in college, because I think education is so incredibly important in this day and age. Please make sure that, I feel like your daughter is distracted. I feel like she has some mental health issues going on, and she's being a little overwhelmed. So if she ends up not doing well, if she ends up having to, not a big deal. We all have struggle in college off and on. I have a master's degree. It was not always fun. I thought I was going to lose my mind in calculus. It is okay to do over. It is okay to try it again. So make sure she knows that. Make sure she knows it's okay to try it again. Will middle daughter get sober? I feel she will, but not soon.
Sherry, do you see a love partner in my future?
Sherry, do I see a love partner in your future? I do see a love partner in your future, but not soon. Oh, you want me to read some more? You want me to go back to mediumship? Y'all like that? My moderator's trying to boss me. I don't know how I feel about that. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? My moderator telling me what to do. I don't know. All right, he's telling me to go back to readings. So let's do it.
Vinny, Grandma, Linda.
Because he had someone on his list he wanted me to read. Vinny. Vinny. Grandma Linda.
Vinny's been on here for me.
Okay, Vinny. Your Grandma Linda, Lord have mercy. Were you the favorite or what? This lady is stepping up, and she is so freaking excited that her name has been called. She's like stomping and turning in a circle, and she's like, my boy, my boy. So, Vinny, were you Grandma's favorite? The lady's got mad love for you. Also, she is saying that no one is cooking for you the way that she did, and that you're not eating enough.
I was very young when she passed away.
You were like her boy. Her boy. If you don't remember.
He'd say so.
You'd say so. I would say if you don't remember, ask someone in your family, because this lady just makes me want to like kiss you all over. So ask whoever would remember that, if when you walked in the room, if this lady would get just so stinging excited, come running over to you and like give you what my grandbabies call a kissing fit. They call that a kissing fit when I do that to them. So ask someone that would remember if she would do that to you. Also, this lady is very much talking about this cooking thing, that someone is not, what'd she say?
He will.
Whoever you're going to ask, and that's a beautiful memory. She is also saying that, you've gotten a little bit off track, and she says, that's okay, honey. That's okay, honey. Get back on track, though. So she is very much was that loving, sweet grandmother, but she also wasn't messed with, and she was also someone who was going to tell you whenever you needed to get back on track. There is something that you've done or not done that you're just playing over and over in your head, and you're feeling some guilt over it. And let me tell you, there is no judgment from me, because I am queen of thought circles going in my head that I'll feel guilty over something I did 20 years ago. But your grandma is just like, in the past, honey, you're moving forward. You are looking forward. So make sure that you are, whenever those negative thought circles get going, start saying a positive mantra. Start looking towards the future. She's also saying, I know this is not, I know, Vinny, what I'm about to tell you is not something that a lot of guys like to do. Are you ready, Vinny? You need to meditate. You need to meditate, Mr. Vinny. And start with 5 minutes. A lot of people think meditation is like,
Just do it.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Just sit there and do it. Also, something that is excellent if you're not used to meditating is to do a hypnotherapy. Do you have a recording on your YouTube channel yet?
This weekend.
Okay. My husband, for those of you who don't know it, is a kick-ass hypnotherapist, but he doesn't have any recordings on his YouTube channel yet. But he said this weekend he's going to have one out there. So look up Ken Jackson, Executive Coach, on YouTube, and by this weekend he's going to have a hypnotherapy recording out there. It's a great way to start out your meditation practice, because once you can train your brain to go into trance, to go into meditation, it's like muscle memory. It gets easier and easier. And you just have to kind of, quiet that squirrel brain. Your grandma's laughing over me calling it a squirrel brain. She's like, is that what you call it now? Yes, Grandma, that's what I call it. I call it a squirrel brain because that's what it is. Squirrel brain. I have one of those. She is saying, yes, I am proud of you. So at some point you have wondered if she was proud of you. Would she be proud of me? Has she seen the man I've turned into? Yes, she is proud of you. She says, how can I not be proud of you? I know, it's a squirrel brain, right? I have one of those. All right. She has been I was about to let her go, Vinny, and she is saying that she messes with whatever you play music on. It's been glitching, and she says to turn it down, that you are going to ruin your hearing. You are. You're going to ruin your hearing, Mr. Vinny. All right. Thank you for letting me read your Grandma Linda. She was sweet as pie.
It's your turn, but could you answer a question real quick?
Yeah.
It's, where do people go when they die?
Where do people go when they die?
A person asked, their 13-year-old asked, is their father in heaven?
Everyone goes to heaven. Everyone. I know that's hard to believe, and I know there are some people who would like to think differently, but everyone goes there. Everyone that I've gone looking for, and I've gone looking for over 20,000 souls. Everyone was there. People that, I'm telling you, if I was at the gates of heaven checking the list, I would not have let them in. And they were there. The second you pass, the second you leave your body, you're surrounded by unconditional love, and you're pulled home. Everyone goes home. Everyone is of God. Everyone is from God, and that's exactly where you go. And you can go there to heal. Now, did some of us make enough mistakes on this earth that we might have a little bit more healing to do over there than others? Yeah, but that's okay, because there's no judgment. There's only love and healing. I know it's hard for some people to believe because they want to believe in judgment, but I haven't seen it. Is purgatory real, or is it even a thing? Okay, y'all get me into it, aren't y'all? Okay, I think what people think of as purgatory, no, to answer your question, but there is a life review. So now you think about that. I have done some stuff I am not proud of as a human. So now whenever I leave my body, I will and go over to heaven, you do have a life review. And when I'm reviewing where I hurt people, either on accident or on purpose, to me, that is a form of purgatory, because that's going to be very painful for me to look at how I hurt people, because that's not what I'm wanting to do on this earth, and we all have done it. We all have hurt people, even when we weren't trying to. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah. So I saw someone asking about spiritual gifts. It was going by. I'm not quite sure because it flew by so quick I didn't see it. But I am offering classes. My classes are starting back in January. There is an Intro to Mediumship class, and there is a class that is a mentorship circle that if you already have a little bit of reading experience. Okay, so a lot of people, and I am so blessed and thankful when people talk about my gift and how talented I am. I do appreciate that. However, everyone can be a medium. Everyone can reach back to heaven. Some people are in these classes and they just want to understand the signs coming through. They just want to learn to read for their own benefits. Anyone can read, because all I'm doing is tapping back into heaven. God would not have put some of us on earth with that ability without others. Everyone can do it. You just have to think about, I have spent more time and money learning mediumship than I did on my master's degree, and I've done it tens of thousands of times. So it's just practice, and it's just implementing. I taught college for 20 years, so we lay a solid foundation and we move on. There's not one person that has ever taken a class from me that has not been able to bring through a spirit. And none of you are going to be the first. We're not picking up that kind of failure. Nope. Because that would mean I failed as a teacher. I'm not doing that.
It's supposed to be your turn, but it's my turn.
Okay.
Tisha. Aunt Karen.
Aunt Karen?
Yeah, Tisha.
Tisha. Okay, Miss Tisha, your Aunt Karen. Tisha, confirm or deny. Aunt Karen. Okay, so whenever Aunt Karen is stepping up, I'm feeling someone. I'm just going to say I love you, though. Aww, thank
Very
you,
sweet.
sweet girl. I love you, too. I love that. Aww. Okay. Aunt Karen is sweet as pie, I'm hearing. And Aunt Karen used to make, it's a big pot. It looks like a gumbo pot, but it looks like, I think there's chicken and dumplings in there. Aunt Karen was just such a beautiful soul. She was that person who you felt like could do it all. She could keep herself together. She loved people. She could cook. She could clean, just everything. And you always felt loved in her presence. She's saying she wasn't perfect. No one's saying that. But she, also she's saying, Tisha, are you on here?
I haven't seen her come across lately.
Miss Tisha. All right.
She's just here a minute.
Looks like Miss Tisha might not be in the house. We might have a spirit up for grabs
She might
here.
be Oh, there she is. There she
Okay, Tisha, does this sound like your Aunt Karen? Intuitive Tisha. Miss Intuitive Tisha. Does it sound like your Aunt Karen, Miss Tisha?
Kind of.
Okay, so what she was about to say, but I wanted to make sure you were on here hearing this before I said it, because I was like, Aunt Karen. She's saying, Tisha, that okay, how do I put this? I'm trying to put this nicely. Can you see me trying to choose my words nicely? So, she's saying that you had a tough upbringing, Miss Tisha. I'm just going to put it out there. She is saying that you have tried and worked so hard to overcome some of the trauma from your childhood. And she wants to acknowledge you for that you have done a really good job. You have, okay, very good. That's the reason I want to make sure you're on here before I roll it into this, because this is part message and part identification. Like, she was someone, she knew that you were going through a tough time growing up, but it's one of those things, when you know a kid is going through a tough time, but you can't really step in, there's no grounds to step in. So she always tried to make sure you were feeling like you were loved, and she talked to you so that you would know that you were special and that you were better than how you were being treated. And I don't know that I'm not going to get into it a lot, because, a lot of people in this life that, I don't know if you were purposely,
Considered her.
yeah. Yes. Because she was very much wanted to give you a grounding space. She wanted to give you a reason to become a better person than how you were being raised. And it just so much broke her heart, the way that you were treated, because you have always been intuitive. You've always had this huge heart. And it just really killed her to see how you were being treated. And she wants you to know that just because she has passed, her love is still with you. You are sometimes still treated kind of like an outsider in your family. And you are, and she's like, that's okay. They don't know no better. I know how hurtful it is kind of be treated like an outsider. So how many people in here can identify when you are the one who is kind of trying to be normal and trying to talk things through and trying to walk in love, but then all of a sudden you're making the right choices and you're being the normal person, but you're the outsider. Yeah. So she wants you to know that it's okay. You are making the right choices. And it is, I know, I have the family I have is the family I made, my husband and my kids. All right. Thank you, Miss Tisha. Let's do some. Let's end this night with some psychic. I see some questions still coming through, so we are going to end this night with some psychic readings. I am going to remind y'all, I will not message you. No message. Do not Venmo anyone, please. No Venmo, no Venmo. No Venmo. Tomorrow night, I am going to do a subscription only live. Tomorrow night about, did we say 6 or 6:30? 6:30. 6:30 Central Time is going to be a subscription live. So it kind of, see y'all tomorrow night, hopefully.
Somebody asked, they had a dream about a spirit and they want to know how to cleanse or clear.
Okay.
I was going to tell them about just tell them to leave. But
Yes. Whenever you have, the only spirits I am ever afraid of are ones that are still incarnated in human bodies. Once a spirit leaves a body, I'm no longer afraid of them. And if a spirit is ever around you that you don't want around them, tell them to leave. Can you clear a house and can you clear a room with sage? Yes, it's fun. It's the ritual of it. But the power to clear comes from your soul. You tell the spirit to leave, that they are not allowed in your space.
Kendra, will I get engaged in Chicago?
Ooh, Kendra. Ooh, will you get engaged in Chicago? I feel like you will. Can we have a picture when it happens, please? Vinny. Oh my goodness. I said that Vinny, remember I said that his grandma was messing with his music? He just said, my headphones just randomly connected to my phone. I think my grandma's messing with you. I think she is too. I love that. Things have been falling in my house. Who is it? I'm feeling it's a grandpa figure who had a, he was kind of a teaser on earth. He was someone who would kind of tease you. He thought it was funny, but he was kind of annoying also.
Wagon, Tiffany, is my mom sick?
Tiffany, I'm not feeling your mom being sick. I hope, like heck, I'm right. Just y'all know, psychic is never 100%. If you ever go to someone and they say, oh, I'm always right, they're lying, run. Casey, is Sarah pregnant?
Yeah,
I am feeling she's pregnant. I am feeling that.
Toasted tofu. Will I have to fight with my doctors about the mass on the MRI?
Yes. Toasted tofu, I'm feeling a fight about the mass on your MRI. I don't know why that you would have to fight. A mass is a mass.
Maylee Waters. My son said he saw my dad in our house. Is it true?
Your son saw your dad in your house. Is it true? Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Taylor, when will I get pregnant?
Taylor wants to know when she's going to get pregnant. When? Okay, don't ask me those questions. I don't know when.
Soon?
Okay. I can't tell you the day, but let me narrow it down. Can we narrow it down to like a couple of months? Okay, who is it? What's her name? Taylor? Is Taylor going to get pregnant by the end of the year? No. Is Taylor going to get pregnant first quarter of next year? No. Second quarter. I'm feeling second quarter of next year.
Shannon, will my mom pass on soon?
Oh, no, I'm not answering that.
Good call. Oh, how about Mama Maggie? Will I publish my book?
Mama Maggie, will I publish my book? Yes, Mama Maggie. What is it about? I'm excited. Yes, I do feel your book being published. Oh, wow. Okay. If on life support and brain is unalive, are they in heaven? Oh, wow. That is a loaded question, Miss Beth. You know, I have not felt the souls in heaven, but I can... I have to think about this because I just recently read someone, and this is one of those times whenever, like, as a medium, you start reading and you just read and you don't really think about how you're doing it. And I just read someone the other day, and they said, "That sounds like my grandpa, but he's still alive. He was in ICU, but he came to me like he was in heaven." So I am going to have to go with yes.
Do dogs go to heaven?
Yes, dogs go to heaven. Today, my second reading of the day, this gal, I had brought through, I don't know, a bunch of past relatives for her. And she said, "Is my pet over there?" And I was like, "Is it the gray cat, the brown dog, or the brown horse?" I said, "Oh, that brown horse doesn't belong to you." She's like, "No, it belongs to my husband, but the gray cat is mine." And the brown dog was hers, but he was from a long time ago, and she was really looking for that gray cat. So yes, they are all over there.
Damari, will my sister's biopsy be bad news?
I do not feel the greatest news coming out of that biopsy. It is not a death sentence, though.
Have any feelings about shooting stars? Are they signs?
I don't feel like shooting stars are signs. I don't.
How do you get a private reading? That's not psychic. But
Private readings are only booked on my website, www.christygodwin psychic medium. Let me show later. I don't want to install that now. What is up with my phone? Okay, some spirit is messing with my phone. I don't even know.
It must be Vinny's grandma.
Vinny, did you send your grandma to mess with my phone? Tell her to stop it. Is your grandma now messing with me? That's the kind of lady your grandma was, Vinny. She's the kind that would be messing with my phone, isn't she?
Kelsey, will I purchase a house soon?
Kelsey wants to know if she will purchase a house soon. I am feeling that. Someone asked if their stomach issues were going to be resolved. Here's the thing. I struggled. For those of y'all watching, some of you know I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I knew something was coming my way intuitively. I also was trying like crazy to get my gut health in check because I felt like my body was not healthy because I was just always having some kind of stomach issue. I tried probiotics, I tried getting control of my diet, couldn't do it. Second, I was diagnosed with cancer. Someone put me in touch with a naturopathic doctor out of Florida. That is why I look so good. This doctor got me in control. My stomach health has never been so great. I was able to drink coffee the last few days with no issues. I haven't been able to drink coffee in forever because it would just mess up my stomach. My stomach was in such bad shape. If you're interested, message me and I will send you to her website. I'm not promoting her. You have to go with your own instincts of what intuitively is right for you. I am going to have her on a podcast here in the next few days. For anyone, it will be dropped in a couple of weeks after that. Stomach issues are hard. Okay, so for those of you this is what my website looks like. So you click on these buttons here. And where is it? A menu drops down. You go to my offerings because I'm more than one thing, but you can go to mediumship readings. It tells you about them. And then you go to book a reading. Okay, so then you're going to go down to, this is how you register in my class. This is the intro class. This is the advanced class. And here it says psychic mediumship readings. See, psychic mediumship readings. And then you click on details. And then it opens up. And you see you have an option there of a 30-minute reading or a 50-minute reading. We're going to choose 30 minutes because you can get in quicker with a 30-minute reading, just so you know. And then a calendar opens up. My next 30-minute reading is on December 13th at 3:40 p.m. This is Central Time. If you want to change it, you do up here. You book it, and then you send a Zoom link. All right. Let's see. Someone was asking. Let's see. Candace wants to know, What career path is right for me? You know, for me to sit here and go through exactly what career path would take a full-on reading, but look for synchronicities coming your way. I picked that up because I want everyone to know that your spirits are always trying to get to you. They're always trying to get to you through synchronicities. Synchronicities, or maybe you pop on and you see that your local community college is offering an LPN class. And then someone else mentions, you know what, you are a great caregiver. So those are synchronicities when you see the same subject being dropped around, being given to you. Homes Sold by Jamie says, should I change my career? You know, Jamie, I'm not actually feeling that. I'm just feeling like you are kind of at a transition within your job, and you just need to get over this hump.
Tanya, are things with my son going to be okay?
Tanya, I feel like things with your son are going to kind of be a struggle. Please know that you can change the energy of that situation. If you ever go to someone and you don't like what they say, screw you, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm changing the energy of that situation. Please do that.
Jamie, should I go into nursing?
Yes, I do feel like you should go into nursing. Jamie, I do feel like you should go into nursing. All right, everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time is going to be a subscription-only live. So now join me tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Subscribers only. I'll see y'all there.